Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MGM Grand here in Las Vegas. It is our co-main event press conference on a Saturday night, the co-main event of PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. It'll be for the interim WBC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. As we want to welcome both combatants. First, we want to bring a native of the Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Oleksandr "The Nail" Gvozdyk. And his opponent, undefeated. Ladies and gentlemen, from Phoenix, Arizona, here is the WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the World, David Benavidez. All right, we have our co-main event combatants here, and Saturday night is being promoted by GTD Promotions along with Samson Boxing, Mandan Promotions, and also TGB Promotions. This man has been entrenched in boxing for decades and deserves his rightful place into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the president of TGB Promotions, the very hard-working Mr. Tom Brown.
Thank you, Ray. First of all, I just want to once again say how excited and proud we are to be here and be a part of this celebration of the 100th fight night at the famous MGM Grand Garden Arena. Now, this is our third fight in a row on Amazon Prime Video pay-per-view. And once again, for the third time, we'll be delivering 4 championship fights in the pay-per-view portion of the card. And on the Prime Video prelim show, we've added an extra fight to that portion of the show, so you're going to get a lot for your buck here. We've got a great card. Get in the arena early to watch those early fights, and we'll see you all Saturday. Thank you.
Mr. Tom Brown, ladies and gentlemen, always doing as much as he can for the sport of boxing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring up from Samson Boxing, this man I can recollect when David Benavidez made his national television debut back in November of 2015. And this man who has discovered some legendary names in the sport of boxing, he knows talent, but he told me in November of 2015, he said, I am going to have the youngest super middleweight champion in history. Fast forward 2 years later, and David Benavidez did that when he upended Ronald Gavril. Well, he knows talent, and he always does a phenomenal job when it comes to going ahead and finding top quality prize fighters. Here is Mr. Samson Lukowitz.
Thank you. Well, 100 events in MGM is crazy, and I'm so honored. Like you say, my friend, I say that Benavidez will be a champion. I did it. I call him El Bandera Roja, the red flag. The reason is because when you go to the beach, if you see a red flag, it means you cannot go to the water. If you go to the water, you lose. You can lose. And this is what happened. Now, if I come up with the name of that, I love it, the Mexican Monster, everybody make fun of him. So, Mike Tyson, thank you. And for you, I wish you good luck. Even I don't mean so much, but, you know, but I know it'll be a good fight. I love Ukraine. I have so many friends, and I lost so many friends in Ukraine, that whatever it be the result, always my heart will be in Ukraine. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Mr. Samson Lukowitz, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, this is the 100th championship fight night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. And what a co-main event that we have. The first event, January 29th, 1994, iconic names. I literally can romanticize about the Grand Garden Arena for hours at a time, but we don't have that kind of capability. But right now I want to bring up the trainer of Oleksandr Gvozdyk, who always does a fabulous job. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Marco Contreras.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. First of all, I want to say thank you to people that made this possible, Eddie Reynoso, PBC, and of course, thank you for Benavidez for giving us the opportunity to take this fight. And Oleksandr is in the best shape of his life to deliver a real great fight.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Marco Contreras. Also, I want to acknowledge Vadim Voskoboynikov, the Oleksandr Gvozdyk's advisor. Vadim Voskoboynikov joining us here as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring up the second trainer who does a tremendous job. He's been with his sons since the beginning. It is Jose Benavidez Sr. who trains his son David, and also Jose Benavidez Jr. And you know, this guy just constantly immerses himself around some brilliant minds. He himself has become a brilliant mind in the sport, knowing how to make adjustments, preparing his sons for battle, and really just being so proud of being Mexican and leading his sons into top quality prize fights. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jose Benavidez Sr.
Primero le quiero dar las gracias a Dios por permitirnos llegar aquí a Las Vegas. Estamos súper emocionados de estar aquí en el 100 aniversario de este evento. Tuvimos un gran campamento. Quiero darle las gracias a nuestro promotor Samson, a Luis de Cubas, a Al Heyman por esta oportunidad. Y también les quiero decir que venimos muy preparados. David se preparó muy fuerte. Tuvimos la preparación en Miami, Florida, donde estaba súper húmedo, con mucho calor, y fue un entrenamiento fuerte. Quiero dar las gracias también a Oleksandr aquí por aceptar la pelea. Va a ser una pelea buenísima. Vamos a pelear con un ex campeón olímpico que solo tiene una perdida con Benavidez. Es un peleador que es libra por libra en estos momentos. David Benavidez va a traer una guerra el sábado y estamos súper emocionados. Y quiero dar las gracias a toda la prensa y a todos los fans que nos han brindado mucho amor. Y también quiero dar las gracias a Durán Stitch, por ser parte de este equipo que va a ser el que se va a encargar de las cortadas. Y quiero dar las gracias por ser parte del equipo Benavidez. Y a todos los fans, muchas gracias. Van a tener una buena noche de boxeo. Gracias.
José, antes de que te vayas, ¿querés hacerlo en inglés, por favor?
Yeah, I am so happy to be here in Las Vegas. I want to thank God for allowing us to be here safe and ready to go on Saturday. We're going to give you guys a great fight. We're so proud and super happy to be part of this 100th anniversary here at the MGM. I want to thank our promoter, Samson, for all that hard work. He said he was going to make David a champion. He didn't do that. He did more than that. He made him 1 time, 2 times, now 3 times. We're going for the 4th world title, for the interim WBC title, and we're super excited. David had a great camp. We trained in Miami, Florida. It was super humid. It was a hell of a training camp. We're going to give you guys a great fight. Oleksandr's he's an Olympian. He's a great fighter. He only has 1 loss. This fight is going to be real tough for us, but we prepare very well for it, and I believe that David's going to come victorious. He's going to look spectacular. I want to give a thanks to all the fans for all your support and all your love, and all the media. Thank you so much for all the support also. We also want to thank our friend Stitch, that he's going to be part of Team Benavidez now. He's going to be our cutman, and we're super proud and happy to bring him in. Thank you so much.
Jose Benavidez Sr., ladies and gentlemen. Now let's bring up one half of our co-main event. This man with a record of 20 wins, 16 of those coming by way of knockout against 1 defeat. As Jose Benavidez Sr. pointed out, he was an Olympian, a 2012 Olympic bronze medalist representing his native Ukraine, now training out of Southern California. He became a world champion when he finished off Adonis Stevenson in the 11th round by way of knockout. He's the former WBC light heavyweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Oleksandr "The Nail" Gvozdyk.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. For me it's a big honor and I'm really excited to fight on such a big card. Pay-per-view, Las Vegas, I see all the banners, I see my face all around Las Vegas. It makes me very excited. I want to say thank you for PBC, Eddie Reynoso, my manager, to make this fight happen. This is a great opportunity to fight such a guy like David Benavidez. He's a top fighter, as was mentioned before, youngest middleweight world champion. He's a representative. He's representing boxing actually, so fighting the guys the caliber like him, it's a big honor, and I'm very excited. And we're gonna show a great fight. Thank you.
Oleksandr Gvozdyk, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's bring up the second half of our co-main event. What a 2023 for this man. Incidentally, last March, he headlined at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, defeated Caleb Plant in what was an exhilarating matchup, and then he would follow it up in November at Mandalay Bay Michelob Ultra Arena. And he did something to Demetrius Andrade, which no one has been able to do. One, hand him a defeat, and also finish him off in the 7th round, or the 6th round, I stand corrected, and really turned up the intensity and finished off Demetrius Andrade, a United States Olympian. This man knows what it's like to step inside the ring and put on a show. I literally mean this. He is must-see television with every single time that he steps inside the ropes. You want to take a look at highlights from this man? Look up David Benavidez' knockout over Rogelio Porky Medina. He's literally, it's like playing a video game watching him compete. Ladies and gentlemen, 28 wins, 24 of those coming by way of knockout. No losses. The WBC super middleweight champion of the world from Phoenix, Arizona, David Benavidez.
First of all, I just want to thank God for this opportunity, and I just want to thank everybody else. Samson Lukowitz, my father, Jose Benavidez, Al Heyman, Luis de Cubas, David Garcia. If it wasn't for my team, I wouldn't be here where I am right now. But now that we're here, this is a big card. I'm very excited for this. We got the co-main event, and Oleksandr Gvozdyk is a great fighter. I'm prepared for him. We actually sparred when I was 21 years old. And now I'm very happy that we can bring this fight to the people. It's definitely going to be a great fight, but I'm looking to steal the show. We got 2 more days till the Monstro comes out, so I'm very excited. See you guys Saturday.
David Benavidez. Now, David, campaigning here, 175. Welcome to the light heavyweight division. How does it feel preparing for 175?
I feel amazing. This has been the easiest weight cut of my life. Now I know how it feels when people say, oh, I had an easy weight cut. You know what I mean? So that being said, my speed is going to be even better. My strength is going to be better, and my endurance is going to be overall better. I did not leave any stone unturned for this training camp. I know, like I said, Oleksandr, he's a great fighter. And I know him really well. I put together a great game plan. And this Saturday, when there's still the show, I know we got some tough competition because Gervonta and Frank Martin, they're going to be trying to put the best show they can. But, this is going to be the David Benavidez night.
Now, Oleksandr, how much are you looking to... I'm sure you're not wanting to welcome David Benavidez to the light heavyweight division with open arms. You want to provide him an unfriendly welcome, but you have been at this weight class 4 years. In your opinion, is there that much of a massive difference from super middleweight to light heavyweight?
I don't really think so, because David, he's a big fighter, and he was just a huge super middleweight. I think right now with even size, I don't see any advantage on my side regarding the size. So basically, I think he's supposed to feel very comfortable in this weight division.
So where do you feel that you have the edge in the fight?
Well, I'll try to use what I do best. I use my footwork, do consistent, try to time him, just do my job.
David, for you, was coming up here to 175 a reason because of an opportunity, or the fact that, the guy that you want at 168, that fight hasn't happened yet? But what are your thoughts? Is this going to be a lengthy stay here in the light heavyweight division? Are you going to go back and forth?
No, so I didn't feel like there was any reason to stay at 168 any longer. My main goal was to win all the belts at 168. Canelo's holding up all the belts hostage, and like I said, it's a perfect time. I've been at 168 for the past 10 years, so naturally my body's getting bigger, and I think this is just a perfect time to come up. And I'm just looking to capture all the titles in this weight class and giving the fans the best possible fights I could possibly give you guys.
You made your pro debut in August of 2013. Is it unbelievable to think about how quickly time goes and the fact that you are still, in your 20s? You're a young veteran.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot of patience, and I put in all the groundwork. Last year was barely my first pay-per-view, and I had been professional for 10 years already. So the best thing, you have to have patience with the best things in the sport. So I feel like I got another 15 years left in me for this professional game. So I'm very excited to make this second half of my career the best half.
Now, Oleksandr, for you, when it comes to, assessing David Benavidez, he proclaims that this very well could be the fight of the night. When he says something like that, what goes through your mind?
Well, I'm supposed to be part of it.
Absolutely, but does that excite you, knowing that he's going to be at his absolute best?
Oh, 100%. I don't really expect that any discounts from him. I know that I'm supposed to face his best shape. Now he's didn't have any problems with the weight cut, so I'm supposed to face the best version of David Benavidez.
What kind of statement are you looking to make against David Benavidez on Saturday night?
Well, I'm just going to resist the monster.
Oh, wow. David, how do you respond to that?
I prepare very well for Oleksandr Gvozdyk too. I know he's in the best shape of his life, and we got two warriors going up against each other. We had a hell of a sparring session, 3 sparring sessions to be exact, when we were in Oxnard. So I'm very excited to be able to bring this to the people, and we're definitely going to steal the show Saturday.
David, what happened in those sparring sessions?
You guys got to pay the pay-per-view to see.
Okay, all right. Looking forward to this one between David Benavidez and Oleksandr Gvozdyk. David, what kind of message are you hoping to send to the light heavyweight division, also the super middleweights?
I'm just going to be as dominant as I was in the super middleweight division, and like I said, I'm staying here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm looking to campaign here and take all the belts.
Now, if you had your choice when it comes to assuming everything goes according to plan, you get your hand raised, have you thought about what could be next, or is it like, hey, let me take on the best light heavyweight, or again, is the end game the man that is known as Canelo?
Man, I really don't care about Canelo. If he didn't want to get the fight at 168, we're at 175 now. Now we're looking to face the best here.
Do you like the fact that being up here 7 pounds, you're going to be dealing with guys that are bigger? I mean, you walk around and you're a very big, strong guy. I mean, guys that are a little bit bigger.
The better the competition gets for me, the better, and the better I get myself. So that's why I've never shied away from no hard fights, because I know since I was a little kid, I've been working with world champions since I was 14 years old, and the best has always came out of me. So when the bright lights get turned on, I always show up.
When you hear, celebrities, guys like Mike Tyson and top-level athletes all over the world, entertainers, when they talk about fighters that they love, you seem to be one of those that they always say, I love watching David Benavidez fight. The fans love watching you fight. The fan support just continues to increase. Do you feel that? What does that mean to you?
It's always been my dream since a little kid to be that fighter. I feel like I don't have... I didn't have the titles at 168, but I do feel like a champion in my heart. And day in, day out, I'm going to be giving my all 100% to all the single fans, because the fans pay good money to watch these fights. And I'm going to be putting my heart on the line every single night, and you guys will get the best out of David Benavidez every single time.
Oleksandr, how does the fight end on a Saturday night against David Benavidez?
I'm going to win this fight because I'm in best shape in my life, and, I'll do everything to win this fight.
Do you feel then, you talk about how in shape you are, that your conditioning is going to be a significant factor in the fight?
Well, this is basically what everyone's supposed to have fighting David, because he's he's the fighter who makes constant pressure. You cannot just fight him, stand in front of him with no condition, because you have to move, and in order to move, you have to have conditions. And I guess I do have it.
So utilizing your ring IQ and your experience is going to serve you well on Saturday, is what you're saying.
I hope it will.
All right, Oleksandr Gvozdyk, ladies and gentlemen. David Benavidez on Saturday night. You are super middleweight champion of the world now in your first jump here to 175 against Oleksandr Gvozdyk. Your prediction?
You know, I'm going to just be David Benavidez. The Monstro's coming out, and I go for the knockout every single time. And this fight's not going to be no different. I'm going to steal the show, and I'm looking to knock Oleksandr out.
And the rest of 2024 is going to look how for David Benavidez?
You know, we're going to keep having impressive performances and keep beating the best in the division. And that's just what I want to keep doing. I just want to keep being that fighter that, you know, that every time I fight, it's going to be a carne asada. It's going to be a party back at home. And, you know, we're going to give you guys the best fights possible.
Yeah, I like that. Some carne asada watching David Benavidez go at it against Oleksandr Gvozdyk. Ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event combatants. This one for the interim WBC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. A round of applause for David Benavidez and Oleksandr Gvozdyk as they will now face off. It is Saturday night, PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. David Benavidez, Oleksandr Gvozdyk in our co-main event. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time from the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas, celebrating their 100th championship fight night. The ceremonial face-off. Guys.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.